Oh my god. Come on, guys. We gotta do better. And I just got back, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Oh, need to raise it a little bit more. That's how high it goes? Yeah, that's how it goes. Alright. So, welcome to the game, everyone. I'm your hostess. This is my own.
Great start for the Scarlet Knights.
14-9. We gotta do better. Come on.
Nothing. Here are two running backs. You think about it, after the turnover on the punt, they had a short field to work with. Then they had the long pass plus the 15 yards, so another short field for this running back to work with.
Yeah, there's not a lot of yards on there. Right, but I think what you're seeing is offensive line for Rutgers beating the defensive line for Virginia Tech on about 80% of the plays. And so when you're consistently moving forward and you're working with short fields, you know, the stats don't need to wow. It's just the efficiency that this offense is working with right now is exactly what Greg Schiano wants to do. Because Virginia Tech, we've seen them be explosive on the offensive side of the ball. We've seen them with the big plays. Kyron Drones breaking one out for 50 last week. Done it through the air as well.
Scully in the booted away. Drelo is deep, and he'll watch this one sail over his head. The 11th annual Red Bandana game comes your way tonight. Michigan State at Boston College, Alumni Stadium in Chestnut Hill. Western Tom Luganville, Dana Boyle will be on hand for that contest, which is always emotional when you think about one of my heroes in life, Wells Crowder, who was a hero to so many on 9/11, is honored every year with that game. And Mark, I know that game's close to your heart.
Oh, absolutely. And talking to these Boston College players getting ready for the game, and they understand the importance and the magnitude of who they're honoring.
Drones. And Gosnell coming out of his break with the pressure again. Put upon him up the middle and force the air throw.
Yeah, but that's not on the pressure, right? I mean, look, you got to throw the football. And that's the one thing that you worry about. When you're running him like you are, and you're using him as a downhill runner, not sliding, you saw him looking at that arm. Like, oh, man, like, did I take a shot on my shoulder? That's why you don't do that very much, but that's the only thing that's been working for this offense.
Tootin, they'll try him on the left side. Boyd's a tackler, still on his feet, and picks up a first down.
Yeah, I think the threat of Kyron Drones running could lead to that, right? I think when you have to honor him as a defense, it takes a couple guys to take a step to the left, and Bashal Tootin is able to clip the ball. I mean, to me, that's my plan, right? If you do break a run for Kyron Drones, get down and slide. Don't try to fight for the extra yards. Let Bashal Tootin do that.
See Tootin's numbers on the season. Feed him again, cuts it back inside. Runs into big old Zaire Angoy. There he is.
He tried to lower his shoulder and run over Zaire Angoy. He's a 6'3", 320-pound defense.
So they're not going to snap at Whoopi.
That's going to be it for a first quarter that saw Rutgers take advantage of a couple of mistakes by this Virginia Tech team. A penalty set them up in a good spot, and a turnover on special teams. And just like that, the Scarlet Knights on the road, leading 14-0 after ball.
The numbers. Head coach Greg Schiano, coach, this week you told us you wanted your team to bring the toughness to this game.
In the second half, Virginia Tech did better.
Good. I mean, they're very active up front, so we really gotta continue to get on the right guys. They're moving, they're sending guys through, so it's hard.
It's always tough. Thanks very much, coach.
Foley Harvey's Harrison is on the field. Haberdasher, something really got this lead. Major 2 started the second quarter on second down, wrapped up by Aaron Lewis. Defensive end for Rutgers, making his 27th start today, and he's already shown what he can do both in the run game and put pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, he's a leader on this team. Put on almost 20 pounds over the last couple of years. years, and he has gone from just a pure pass rush guy to being able to play the run really well, and he did it on that play.
Okay, third down and long. Malachi Thomas in for Virginia Tech. Gosnell in motion. Rutgers brings just 3. Drones has a receiver.
Okay, that's something.
Still on his feet down to the 25.
Good job, okay.
Play of the game so far for the Hokies.
Yeah, and that's what Kyron Drones can do, right? He's streaky at times, but when he gets going in his rhythm and has time, watch this pocket. Rutgers decides not to pressure. He steps up in the pocket, delivers a great throw to Jalen Lane for a huge play, much needed play.
34 yards. Now Drones will roll the pocket, wants to come back. Pressure forces him to throw it, and he had Gosnell out there.
That's intended for Gosnell, incomplete.
But at least he didn't throw it behind the line of scrimmage.
From the safety spot on the blitz, right off that corner mark, and blew the play up.
Yeah, you see him, he just ran a pressure directly into the rollout, and it's very difficult. When that play call on offense goes against that play call on defense, give one for the Rutgers coaching staff on that one.
Drones did a nice job just to get rid of it and preserve second down and 10. Tootin cuts inside and was able to pick up decent yardage when it looked like he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Ankoy tripped him up, but he picks up 5.
Yeah, all these running backs that we've seen so far have such good vision. That play is meant to get the defensive line running and cut back. And good vision by Tootin. And now is where Virginia Tech has had issues on third down and long, third medium even. Can they find the open guys with enough time to get the football off?
I'll check out as soon as the first half done. Scrub.
Go give it to him. Got blockers in front of him.
Okay. Go to the end zone. There you go, Tootin. That's my boy. That's my boy. They shot Tootin. My boy.
Yeah, it was.
That's what I call cakewalk.
They got outside.
And that's how the cookie crumbles.
Great blocking by the wide receivers, and Facial Tootin used his feet. He wasn't even touched to the end zone, and it just kind of shows.
Here's a fact.
First team, 35.
V-Tech did not win against an undefeated team in history.
And let him do his magic.
John Love on the PAT. Hokies on the board.
Yeah, and watch this. Look, they bring Facial Tootin from left to right on your screen, and the offensive tackle number 70 pulls out in front, gets a key block on the safety. Facial Tootin all the way to the end zone. This is what Virginia Tech needs to do, running the ball on the ground. Let's see how Rutgers responds when we come back.
Facial Tootin.
Back in Blacksburg, Virginia Tech finally on the board. You can see their drives. They're there all the time, and wrapping up a 75-yard touchdown drive where 4 passes being on that run. Here's Coach Fry in his 3rd season here in Blacksburg. Last year, bowl win over Tulane in the Military Bowl. Kyle Lowe to kick off. Send this one over Christian Dremel's head for a touchback.
It's always fun talking to these coaches and coaches meeting pre-game and trying to find out the different personalities. Rick Price, very pleasant man to talk to, right? Gives you a little bit of coach speak, but he's a guy who you totally understand why these guys respect and want to play for him.
Yeah, down to earth, personality, really relate to. Of course, had a lot of success on the defensive side. Defensive coordinator Penn State, and Georgia Southern in previous stints. Now Callie McManus from zone 25. Washington, bright sunshine here at Lane Stadium, and has a receiver over the middle. That's Dymere Miller.
Come on, do some defense.
Great job on pass pickup by this Rutgers offensive line and running back group. Virginia Tech brought pressure and just unable to get anything near Callie McManus. Led to a wide open Miller.
Rutgers doesn't want to waste any time on offense. Fake to Monongai. Pressure on the edge. Gets rid of it to Miller again. And another big pickup. Elliot Manis got hit for his troubles, but he was able to find the transfer from Monmouth, who had a huge year last year with the catch. 22 yards.
Yeah, that was one that a lot of times we'll see again. Watch the helmet, boom, snap back, big hit, looked clean, but really good job delivering that football for a big game.
Elliot Manis is 6 of 7 for 84 yards, so when they do throw, he has been very effective. Monongai, look at that sidestep, and another one, down to the 20.
Dang. That stinks when you're on defense and you have that film on. It's just, like, oh, I don't want to watch that play again. Man, Monongai just made some guys look silly. And they'll watch him, right? Find the hole. We talked about his vision. Then watch his foot. Boom. Put that foot in the ground. And you just take Mose Phillips and put him on skates.
Third trip into the red zone for this game. There's 4 touchdowns on their first 2. Monongai. Very little room to run on this play. Picks up a couple. Coach Shiano talking about Monongai said coming out of high school, he wasn't really a very high-level recruit. He went to Don Bosco, which is a big-time high school in New Jersey, football powerhouse, and he knew the head coach there, Dan Sabella. And Sabella said, take a chance on my guy. You won't regret it. And it took him a little while to kind of get into it, but now Shiano certainly doesn't regret it. To the end zone. Trying to find Miller. Just overshoots him a bit.
Incomplete.
Good coverage on the play by Jalen Jones.
Yeah, think about when Monongai got here, right? He's in the meeting room every day with Isaiah Pacheco, who is their lead back, and he comes in as a young guy, as a freshman, and he got a lot of carries his true freshman year. And it's just so interesting how recruiting takes place, and you get guys with diamonds in the rough because maybe he's a couple inches too short.
Third down for Rutgers. Incomplete. Ball was tantalizingly up in the air after the deflection. Deontay Jenkins in coverage on Miller, but it falls incomplete. It'll bring a 4th down, and it'll also bring out Jay Patel. Try and add to the Rutgers lead. Yards from the left hash mark. Good snap, good hold. The kick is away, and he pushed it. First miss on the season for Patel as he explains himself to Coach Shiano. The lead is still 7 for the Scarlet Knights.
Stay tuned to get this 5-piece bakeware set, a $60 value, absolutely free. Tired of that pan that always sticks? It's so scratched and worn, you can't cook in it.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my new hammered pans from Gotham Steel. This complete 9-piece set is guaranteed to beautify your kitchen like never before.
Gosh, what I love most about this design is this hammered copper look. It would just look so fantastic hanging in my kitchen.
Wow, this is a beautiful pan. It looks great. Look at those eggs dancing around in there. I tell you, I'm sold. Where do I get these? I love them.
Hammered pans are ultra non-stick. Nothing sticks. Even gooey mac and cheese slips out with ease. And look, these sticky candies melted with a torch are no match for hammered pans. Plus, they're super durable. So metal beaters straight in the...
Among them, the Hall of Fame is getting full. But let's make room for one more. Number 5 here, being honored this weekend. He's standing by right now on the field with Coley Hart.
Yeah, Chris, we are here with Tyrod Taylor, the newest member of the Virginia Tech Sports Hall of Fame. What has this whole weekend meant to you?
It's been the world to me. To see a lot of familiar faces back in town. I don't get a chance to come back as often, but it's just been great energy. It's been a fun weekend to have my family back in town as well too. And just truly honored to to get the nod to be into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, now a couple of ACC championships for you, ACC championship MVPs for you. What's your most memorable moment when you were here?
There's so many. Over the 4 years we was here, we was able to create a lot of memories. But obviously, I cannot mention Nebraska win. That was a big win here. Probably one of the most electric times. Being in Lane Stadium, it was one to remember, that's for sure.
I remember that game real well. Now you have certainly known what it's meant to win here consistently. What's your message to guys like Hiram Drones and other quarterbacks that come through here as they try to get the program back on that footing?
Obviously, as you try to create your own history and leave your own legacy, I think you got to take it one game at a time. Really just take it one game at a time. Focus on one win at a time. Ignore the noise from outside in. Lean on your teammates and trust yourself to go out there and execute a game plan week in and week out.
Actually, real quick for you, you are wearing a shirt that says Diallo football, but it's in color. What can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so this is my clothing line, Diallo, which is my middle name. This jersey is obviously a one of one. I knew it was coming back to Blacksburg, so I wanted to do something to honor Virginia Tech and Blacksburg itself. But we've been selling product for them for about a year. It's been good. It's been a good transition to be able to show my creativity outside of football. So it's been dope.
Hey, good luck the rest of the way, man. Thanks very much.
Snell lowers his shoulder, but it's going to be a little bit shy of the first down. I love how Tyrod Taylor paused to look at that bomb that was just over the outstretched arms of DeQuan Felton. That would have been a huge play.
Yeah, I was just waiting for him to say his favorite time as a Virginia Tech Hokie was beating my Boston College Eagles in the ACC championship.
Why not go for it?
Well, that's smart. Man, those were great teams back then, though. That is for sure.
And he
Why
was such a
punt?
good player, such a talented player. Really, brought
Just
that
go
red
for
dynamic
one.
to this Virginia Tech team that they hadn't had for a few years before that since Mike Vick.
Timeout on the field. Rutgers taking it on special teams. I want to see if we can get that jersey to be a 1 of 2 instead of a one of 1.
You want to wear that?
I would wear that. I wouldn't wear the shirt
Yeah.
underneath it though.
No, you
just
wouldn't.
let them-
You
I would-
definitely wouldn't wear a shirt. like that. You'd be walking around here getting booed out of the place. Your belly button
Confession all of
sticking
its
out.
glory. Coming up next, the ACC Huddle Crew. This week at Alumni Stadium at BC. Going to bring you the highlights and complete breakdowns of all the afternoon games. There were some wild early afternoon games in the ACC. You're going to want to check that out. Plus, they're going to get you ready for Michigan State and BC at 8 o'clock. And Doug Flutie's going to be on hand. We met with him last year in the booth.
Yep.
Great guy, Doug Flutie. So you're going to want to check that out. All of it here on the ACC Network and also streaming on the ACC app.
I know they're all excited to be up at Boston College for the Red Bandana game. First time the Huddle's been there for the Red Bandana game.
Another ACC Big Ten matchup too on tap as we have one here. Moore with a good kick. Dremel. Their catch out is 27. Well, you've talked about it all game long. Rutgers wants to establish the run.
Yeah, they have. And, they've had successes at times. And, to be honest, Virginia Tech's done a pretty good job, only allowing 3 yards per rush so far in this game. A couple of negative plays, TFLs go into that, but Rutgers has been able to steadily move the football. And, you look right now, the game's 14-7. Both teams are pounding the ball on the ground with the occasional play-action shot over top. But that's going to be the recipe for both these teams. It might come down to who has the ball last.
Now McManus to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Now the pressure forces him to run with it. Gets what he can, and it's about 3 yards. Sean Burgos pressuring him to pick up what he can.
That's twice that Caliac Manis he's taken a shot. One time was on the ball that he released on the 3rd down completion on the last drive, and then that one right there by Burgos. Those pile up. That was a big body landing on top of him.
Alec Manis, transfer from Minnesota, was their starter last year. Brown. Stuffed. Again, give him a couple. Sam Brumfield, nicknamed Boomfield. Chris Marr, defensive coordinator, says he can hit.
good is that nickname? Boomfield.
He's one of those guys, 5'11", so an under 6 foot linebacker.
Yeah.
I feel like you can get those here at Virginia Tech all the time. Guys that can just lower the boom and get low. Use that leverage game. We want him to do it here on 3rd down. Virginia Tech showing pressure. They come with just 4, now 5 on a delayed blitz. Callie McManus gets it out, and a beautiful catch by the tight end.
Come on,
Fletcher.
defense.
What a catch by Kenny Flesher, and what a delivery by Kaliak Manis. And Kenny Fletcher does a good job of getting some separation, but then great job of squeezing the football low and outside, where only your player can get it. Your player gets it, picks up a 1st down.
Brown. No, Callie McManus keeps it. He's going to run with it. Showing good athleticism. He picks up 4. Brumfield again on the tackle. Kind of sneaky fast, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And that looked like an RPO where he read pass and then pulled up to throw it, and that passing lane was blocked, so he decided to make something out of nothing. But you're right, he's got some jets.
Kind of like Haynes King a little bit at Georgia Tech, where you see him running and you think he's just tall and gangly, but he's actually much faster than it would seem. 2nd and 6. Again out to the tight end on that RPO. That option play, Woodson tracks down Fletcher, but they've had success on that play today.
Yeah, they have, and they're bringing some post-snap motion where Fletcher lines up on one side of the field. He's going to line up on the right side, and he comes all the way back to the left looking like a zone seal block, and then just leaks out. It's messing with the eyes of the second level. That time Caleb Woodson, the linebacker, had his eyes inside on the running back and lost his man to the flat.
Kirk Shiraka, the offensive coordinator for the Knights, continues to call a very interesting game. Similar play this time going downfield, and hits Miller. Callie McManus has all kinds of options on that movement. Could have gone to the 1st level. Mark, he decides to go further downfield.
It's a triple option. Look, he's got the option to hand the ball off. He's got the option to run the football, and then he can hit the guy in the flat, or he can hit Dymere Miller down the sideline if the corner drops him. So if the corner sits on the flat guy, you want to try to hit the ball down the sideline before the safety gets over top. That's what they did on that play.
Callie McManus 3 for 3 on this drive. He's been sharp. Dymere Miller in motion. Again, the same play.
Same play.
This time he opts to run it. It's run out of bounds after a short gain.
It's the exact same play. They just ran 3 times in a row, and that's what you're seeing. You're starting to see the different options. And now next time, what they're going to do, right, they're going to bring that tight end across, and they're going to have him lead block, right, for Callie McManus. That's kind of that next wrinkle into it. Rick Schiano spent some time in the NFL, and he knows, look, if they can't stop something, go back to that well often.
2nd and 9. Time to give is to Brown. He is a load to bring down. That is a tough 2-yard run. Third down and 7. Callie McManus to throw. He has all kinds of time.
He's short though.
Receiver again, the tight end on the catch, but Fletcher's going to come up about a yard, maybe even a little bit more than a yard shy. Jalen Spencer on the stop. What are you thinking here, Mark?
I think you go for it. You got Kyle Monungai back that can pick up yards. You've done so well on this triple option play. I wouldn't be surprised if you go back to something similar. You either hand it straight downhill to Monungai, or you get Callie McManus on the edge in a 2-way go.
Monungai is in. Greg Schiano was dancing on the sideline by the linesman. Wondering whether he was going to call timeout or not. He did, wants to talk things over. It's a 4th down for Rutgers when we come back.
Yeah, we'll be back.
That went pretty boss.
Rutgers moving the ball, but they're facing a 4th down and 1 deep in Virginia Tech territory here.
We gotta stop Rutgers. Tyler Taylor did beat him at home.
You got the man-to-man coverage on the outside, seemingly.
They might go to win it.
And now after Shiano calls a timeout, Fry sees what he comes out with. Calls a timeout of his own. Makes some adjustments. Tuesday night, the Nothing But Net crew will look at every ACC school's upcoming men's and women's basketball schedule. The season tips off Monday, November 4th. It's earlier and earlier every year. So the crew will be breaking down the women from 7 to 8 Eastern, the men from 8 to 9. Only here on the ACC network and on the ESPN app. My buddy Seth Greenberg used to be the head basketball coach here at Virginia Tech, commented on your outfit at the opener.
Oh,
Said, you look great in it. He would look like a homeless man in that outfit, though. Seth's got his own style about him, though, and he's looking forward to basketball season cranking up.
We'll tell him thank you, I guess.
Mananga in the backfield.
Oh, no way.
Everybody pointing at everybody else. Our officiating crew wants to get as far away from everybody as possible to talk it over. There's a first down if Virginia Tech moves across the neutral zone.
Of course they did.
That is exactly what happened. Aeneas Peebles, the transfer from Duke.
Man.
Well, we stop
Two
making those
timeouts.
penalties.
Right? You got
That's how we
Peoples
lose
right here.
games.
Just moves early. And you know, you just are talking all through that timeout. Don't jump off sides. Don't jump off sides.
They jumped offside. First and goal. Miller in motion. Same play again. The tight end.
Oh.
Fumbles the football.
Come on.
Mad pilot for it inside the 5. And Virginia Tech is
Let's go. But not good position though.
It was Mansour Delane here, Mark, who forced the fumble.
First down, Virginia Tech.
And look at all those maroon jerseys running to the football.
Kelly Lawson was in as well.
Such a massive play by this defense. You had that mistake by Aeneas Peebles, and then his buddy Mansour Delane had his back, forcing that fumble.
James Keller was able to fall on it. That ball just laying there, tantalizing. Everybody on the field, and it's a huge turnover for Betty points from Rutgers. Now, a long field for Malachi Thomas in the final 3:26 of this first half.
In these types of games, you know, 14-7, low-scoring games, run-first type offenses, turnovers make such a huge difference in this game, especially when you take points off the board, earned points by Rutgers.
Rutgers, the last 2 trips inside the red zone, they picked up 0 points, Mark. And this field goal, now the turnover inside the 5. Jones again giving it to Thomas, nowhere to go. He may have even lost it.
Come on, Hokies, you got to pass. You got to pass the football.
Crowd not very happy about it, but I think you got to be very conservative here, don't you, Mark?
Yeah, watch this move right here. Getting in the backfield, just you got to do a better job getting in front of him. That's Bob Schick, who's in for Lathan Ganem, who's out today. Good play on that defensive front. You're exactly right. Backed up in the end zone, I wouldn't be surprised if they're very conservative here, keep the ball on the ground.
Yes, thank you.
Jones to throw. Pressure. Gets sacked.
Safety.
That's going to be a safety.
Oh my
And
god.
it is. Wesley Bailey just knocked Drones off his feet. That is not something it's easy to do, and Drones is limping a little bit. Bailey, the Canadian's been banged up.
And that's why you do it. That's why you keep the ball on the ground. Great play by Rutgers.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Drones looking to pass. Bailey with the bull rush.
Yeah.
And the safety. Rutgers increase their lead, and they'll get the ball back.
Bench Drones, please. Yeah, put him on the sidelines for now. He cannot play.
Yeah, watch Wesley Bailey coming up.
Play
the
if he
right
ends
side
up
of the
like
screen.
this.
Drives the tackle Parker Clemens back into Drones, and whether he steps on Drones' feet or not, but there's
Stepped right on that foot, that left foot.
yeah, and just act it. You gotta play stronger at that offensive line. I mean, you can't have 2 plays in a row where you absolutely blow blocks, especially down in your own end zone.
Lane getting re-taped up. A 310-pounder stepped on your foot. Take another look at where Drones gets stepped on. Oh, right on the ankle too.
Ouch.
So it's even higher up than the foot. That's even worse.
Ooh, and we did see him. We saw him getting taped and walk with a little bit of a limp.
Coley, what do you got for us?
It wasn't just the one ankle, it was actually both ankles that were getting taped, and honestly, it wasn't just a new tape job. It seemed as if the athletic trainers were taping over pre-existing tape on both feet. So we'll keep an eye on that. I will say that I've seen Kyron just kind of walking up and down the sideline, wincing in pain at times, but he has not tried to test either one of those ankles yet. We'll see what happens on the next Virginia Tech drive.
I would imagine so. Rutgers receives the ball second half kickoff, so already got the 2 points on the safety. Now with the ball back here, and Manungai picking up about 2.5 on first down.
How about the emotional swing of this game right now? You're Rutgers, you drive all the way down the field, you get a 4th down conversion on a false start or on an encroachment penalty, and then you fumble the ball. Virginia Tech is all jacked up, they're excited they get the ball back, and then Rutgers goes and causes a save. It's just been back and forth over the last couple minutes. And now we have a similar situation that started 3 drives ago, but Rutgers has 2 more points.
But just one timeout on the board. The clock winding down, so Harry Manis wants to go deep here. To Strong. Makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. Mansour Delane with good coverage.
You got some tall wide receivers for Rutgers, but this defensive backfield is also long for Virginia Tech. Mansour Delane at 6'1", 190 pounds. Good job of just forcing the wide receiver out to the sideline.
Yeah, but
Third aid.
Strong looks like said Delane coming with more safety and maybe a little bit strong, a little bit more. So another potential for a shift here. Third down. Big hole. First down and more.
Come on, defense.
Jones and Woodson on the stop, so maybe the mindset now changes a little bit for Rutgers. First down. With their field position.
You can run the ball on 3rd and 9 and pick up 10 yards. That's some good blocking up front, good running, and really forward run defense.
Longest run of the day so far from Manungai. Pressure on the edge. Oh, almost picked off. That'd have been a tough catch for Brumfield. If he'd have caught it, a lot of green in front of him.
Yeah, but he didn't caught it. And he dropped that pick, that's for sure.
Manis to throw and has time. Going downfield for Miller.
Get that out of
Very
here.
well. Jalen Jones.
That was a great job by Jalen Jones playing that nickel position from the slot. Really looked like Daliak Manis had Demir Miller on the inside fade, and great recovery by Jalen Jones, and will bring up another third down attempt.
They'll run it again. Monongai
Short.
picks up 7. It'll be a little shy, and Virginia Tech wants to call a timeout.
But do not get offsides this time. Please.
Thinks about going for it here.
Second charge timeout, Virginia Tech. This will be a 30-second timeout.
43 seconds left, and Virginia Tech with just now 1 timeout on the board. Could pin them deep and make it really difficult for them to do anything.
I think that's what they will do, but with Virginia Tech calling this timeout, I wouldn't be surprised if Rutgers comes out and see if they can get another jump off sides. You come out, you line up in an offensive formation, try to get a hard count, maybe you pick up another first down. And then if they don't jump, you call a timeout and punt it away.
Right, because if they do get a jump, then you're in midfield with 43 seconds left to go. Still got that timeout on the board. You can work for 3. Rutgers brings the punt unit out.
Yep, they changed their mind.
Luciano playing it by the book. Interesting lineup here for Rutgers. Now the formation breaks. Anderson takes the snap, lets it fly. Jalen Lane calls for a fair catch, and will make it at his 10.
He's okay, thank
Hokies.
God.
Aaron Drones making his way back onto the field after having his ankle stepped on the last series for the Hokies. And if they were conservative on the last series, I got to think they're going to be ultra conservative here, Mark.
I think the problem is they weren't conservative enough.
On third
last-
down, they weren't,
last
right?
series, you know, and
Ended up costing them 2 points in the end. Now with 35 seconds to go in this first half, and with Rutgers just 1 timeout, it may be just 2 plays and head to the locker room. Maybe just 1 play. Jones will throw though. Tight end Gosnell stays in bounds, tackled in bounds by Longerbeam, so that's going to run clock. Jones again to throw. Again gets it out to Gosnell. Out of bounds, I think shy of the first down. It's like about a foot shy, so it'll be 3rd down.
Jones does have a very big arm.
You don't want to not get this first down, though, and have
Yes.
Rutgers call timeout and force you to punt it from near your own goal line. And that's why Tootin's going to run for the first down and more. Big run for Tootin, stays on his feet, still going at the 50 and fumbles it. And it goes out of bounds with 3 seconds left. Eric Rogers forced the fumble, but it goes out of bounds. So Virginia Tech's going to get a chance at a Hail Mary here with 3 seconds left.
Hey, I mean,
Jones can now get it to the end zone.
yeah, he can get it there.
Look at this run.
I mean, you know, just the parting of the Red Sea and broken tackles and just kind of poor effort plays on the defense. But there at the end, great job of stripping the ball out.
Double forward and out of bounds. He's placed at the football spot. The clock will start on my ready for play.
Well, Virginia Tech should call a timeout.
Third and final charge timeout, Virginia Tech. It will be 30 seconds to play.
Shot right on the 50 after 31 yards. 2. up on the docket. Talked about Michigan State at Boston College. Got Miami on the road, or taking on South Florida. This Cal-Florida State situation is interesting. I know you really like Cal, especially on the defensive end. It's a big test for them. Come across the country and play a game in Tallahassee.
Yeah, I think we're going to learn even more about Cal, right? You know, we saw them play Auburn earlier in the year, and we'll learn a little bit more about Cal. And I think Florida State, I mean, they've been running a lot of these jokes so far in college football. Not a lot of respect for what they've been able to do. They're trying to change that narrative. All right, and now a little bit surprised that Rutgers doesn't have everyone back on the goal line. This is, to me, this is prevent defense where you get just having a timeout. A timeout off.
Final charge timeout, Rutgers. This will be a 30-second timeout.
That might be exactly what Shiano was thinking here.
Yeah,
The plan was to see what Virginia Tech was going to come out with.
I think it's big deal. This is a big play, and you have 5 seconds left. You don't have enough time to throw the ball into the middle of the field and then run your team out and kick a field goal if you're Virginia Tech. There's not enough time to do that. You need 2 seconds on the clock to snap it and spike it. There's probably not enough time to do that. So, I mean, the only option is to throw it into the end zone. So, you see Rutgers jogging these guys back now. They should line up on the end zone with their heels on the goal line and not let anything behind them.
You got 3 Rutgers Scarlet Knights on the goal line, and Drones has a gun. Puts this one downfield, and Lane can't come up with it. He was well short of the goal line anyway, and we've reached the half. Well, the Scarlet Knights are 64-22. That's a 74% clip. Under Greg Schiano and leading at the half, and they lead now, 16-7. Our halftime score. Let's send you to Taylor Tenenbaum and the ACC Huddle crew at Alumni Stadium.